What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another build video. This build video is for the 1-bar sorcerer, and it's specifically designed for the endless archive. So we'll jump straight into the sets. I'm running the Oaken Soul Ring, of course, bloodthirsty weapon damage. I'm running the Ring of the Sergeant, bloodthirsty weapon damage. Necklace of the Sergeant, bloodthirsty weapon damage. The second set is the Elysium, and we're running the Elysium on the feet, legs, hands, waist and shoulders. You want the legs reinforced and the smaller pieces divines. That'll be 5 pieces heavy of the Elysium with max health enchantments on them. And the chest is Cuirass of the Sergeant, and you want that in Divines Max Magicka. That's another heavy piece, and you've got 1 light piece, so it will be 6 heavy pieces in total, and 1 light piece, which is the Head Slime Claw, Divines Max Magicka, and a Lightning Staff of the Sergeant, shock damage precise. So skill wise, we're running the Ward of Storms for your off balance and AoE damage, your Hardened Ward, which is around 22k shield as it scales off your max health. We've got the Major Breach elemental susceptibility, and it will also apply the status effects. Bandages for maximum magicka increase. And this is the flex spot, so I would recommend the Matriarch if you are running in duos, and if you're running solo, Blinding Flare, as you don't really need a heal on this build, but obviously if you're in duos it's nice to have that extra heal to support your teammate. And the ultimate is Dawnbreaker of Smiting, but this is just slotted here, we never use this. It is there just for the boost to the weapon damage. I will explain why in a second. So these are the stats. You're running 42k health almost. The health recovery is what we're pushing, which is nearly at 6,000. That will nearly go up to 7,000. All points into health. The Magicka is a little bit low, but it's obviously sustainable as it's a heavy attack build. So, and the bound ages slotted will give us extra Magicka. So 23k is plenty. And we'll go down to the Mundus, which is the lover. Make sure you're not a vampire, as this will reduce the health recovery, so you don't want to be a vampire. And of course, Bewitched Sugar Skulls for the food. Champion points, you want Fighting Finesse for extra critical damage, and you want your Master at Arms for more direct damage, your Weapons Expert to increase your heavy attack damage, and Deadly Aim for more single target. You want Bastion to increase the shield size on the red CP, and the secret is the Strategic Reserve to boost your health recovery. Pain's Refuge to reduce damage taken, and Armour Fortified just to boost your armour a little bit more, as we should be near the cap, a little bit off. I mean 33k would be more ideal. You could have a few more reinforced pieces, but yeah, the resistances are pretty good. But if you look on my build, you could make that reinforced. The legs already reinforced, and you could make the head also reinforced just to try and boost it a bit more, but I think it's enough. So the reasoning behind the build, so we are running the Sergeant's Mail set to boost our heavy attack damage, and instead of running another heavy attack set, as it will be too much damage and you need to build into survivability in the Endless Archive. As you progress into the later arcs, it's going to get more difficult to survive, and damage is not the main thing you need. You need survivability, and that is why we are running Elysian, and this will boost our health recovery. So this is what we're stacking, health recovery, and it scales off your physical and spell resistance. So as I said, the physical and spell resistance is around 30k, and the reason I've got so much health recovery is that stacking into health recovery will allow you to not use a heal. You don't actually need a heal, you would just, but you do need to not use your ultimate. So if we go into the red CP and check this CP, so you gain 30 health recovery for every 10 ultimate you have. So of course, if you've got your 500 ultimate built up and you never use it, you're going to permanently get that massive health recovery bonus. And obviously if you pop a potion as well, you can see it's nearly at 7k. So that'll be ticking 7k returned every time. So it's going to make you very hard to be killed. And skill wise, blinding flare is excellent as you get major protection, and you've got minor protection with the Oaken Soul, so you'll be taking a lot less damage. The only damage skill I've really got is just the wall and obviously the breach, and you can just keep your shield up. So it's a super simple setup. So you'll just be heavy attacking, dropping the wall, use your shield when needed, and just keep your major breach up on targets. So the damage is still fairly good. It's good enough for the Endless Archive. You don't need to press the Bound Aegis or the Blinding Flare. They're just there slotted, so it's literally a three button bar build, and you never hit your ultimate, because obviously if you hit the ultimate you're going to lose that health recovery stack, and you never really need to use the ultimate. So you can just whittle your enemies down, and you've got a nice big shield as well, so it's definitely on easy mode. I haven't got any gameplay recorded as of yet, but if you go into my achievements, you can see that I have reached Arc 4 on this character. That's the furthest I've actually gone. It probably can go beyond Arc 4, depending on obviously player skill. I think I just quit because it was just so long. I think it was about 2 hours just to get to Arc 4. So that's the thing I don't like about the Endless Archive. It is very long, you know. I wish it was a bit of a shorter duration, but it is good fun. But as I said, this build, super easy. Heavy attack, shield, heavy attack, shield, and obviously drop your wall and elemental susceptibility when they are dropping off. Potions if needed. And yep, that's pretty much it. Damage is good, survivability is good, and I said you've got 42k health, so you can survive nice and easy. And like I said, if you are running in duos, you could slot the matriarch if you know, because obviously you can support your teammate with a nice strong heal. You will lose the major protection, but obviously when you're running in duos you might not need the major protection as much. It's probably better to have a heal just in case your teammate is, you know, needs a heal. It's always nice to have the bird, as it will heal you and your teammate. Yep, so that's the build, guys. Elysian with Sergeant's Mail. It's a strong combination. Elysian is a great set for solo, and it's perfect for the Endless Archive. Just stack into health recovery and you won't even need the heal. Like I said, the bird, if you was playing solo, the bird is overkill, because you don't really need the heal. You're far better off to just slop a damage reduction skill of major protection. You could throw in another damage shield or a damage skill, but I think you're best just to have the major protection, as you taking damage becomes the issue in the later arcs. So but yeah, I've had good fun with this build. It's nice and easy, nice and simple. 3 buttons. It doesn't get much easier than this. So that's the build video, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Please drop me a like and any comments, and I'll reply back to them. And if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.